Welcome back. In this video, we're taking you to the central coast of California to the brand new AVA Hotel Paso Robles. This hotel opened in August of 2025 and is part of Hilton's Curio collection. What's it like to stay here? How does it compete with other hotels in Paso Robles? And what should you know before you book this hotel? Join us as we give a full room tour, explore the property and the venues in this brand new addition to downtown Paso Robles. Welcome to Travel at Random. We're Trevor and Ryan. This channel started out of a love of travel. We're here to share unbiased and self-funded trip reports, hotel and flight reviews, and travel advice. We hope we inspire your next getaway. Check out our playlist in the description and browse the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content. Thank you for watching. Now let's check into the AVA Hotel in the middle of wine country. Paso Robles is about a 3-hour drive north from Los Angeles and just over 90 minutes from Santa Barbara. The city is right off the 101 freeway, and its main draw is the extensive collection of wineries in the area. This small town has a population of about 32,000 and has a laid-back vibe. If you've been wanting to make a trip to California wine country, but want something more budget-friendly than Napa or Sonoma, look at Paso Robles. The AVA Hotel is located just off the main square in downtown Paso. This is the newest hotel in town. It's a block away from the famous Hotel Cheval and a short walk to the main city park. There's plenty of free public parking and restaurants and shops around downtown. The hotel's name comes from AVA, or American Viticultural Area, which is the standard designation for a region for growing grapes, a nod to the major draw of Paso Robles, wine. Keep that in mind. We'll come back to that later when we talk about what this hotel is lacking. This 151-room hotel has been in the works since 2012 and opened officially in mid-2025. We stayed at the end of September, so it had been open for just about a month now. In our review, we take into account that everything should be new and in good shape, but we also understand there may be some kinks they're still trying to work out. At check-in, we were warmly greeted, but the process was a bit clunky since the front desk agent appeared to still be learning the position. There was no mention of our Hilton Honors status or overview of the hotel's amenities. I had to ask about the Hilton Honors daily food and beverage credit. Hilton Diamond and Gold members receive $15 per person per day. There's also a destination charge at this hotel, but it wasn't fully explained. We were told about some of the features, like the 2-hour bike rental and use of a backpack. There was mention of a $10 daily credit with that as well. While it was explained as a credit that would come back off the destination fee, it was actually a food and beverage credit. The destination fee was also supposed to include premium Wi-Fi, which we'll come back to shortly. If the credit had been explained better, we probably would have enjoyed a round of cocktails at the hotel's bar. We're not a fan of resort and destination charges and wish hotels would just bake these into the room rate. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Our room was ready when we checked in around 3 p.m. We booked the 1 king bed room type. This is the entry-level room and 296 square feet in size. It features a medium firm king bed with nice linens and a mix of cotton and down pillows. There's a leather look headboard strapped to a large wooden feature which frames a wooden decorative wall hanging. Each nightstand features an outlet and 2 USB-A ports for charging and accent lights. In front of the bed is a sitting area with a lounger, coffee table, a chair, and wall-mounted reading lights. The TV is mounted to the wall above a small wooden rail, which also has artwork resting on it. Continuing around, there's a wet bar area with a coffee station, a mini fridge, sink, and cabinets. We're not entirely sure what they were going for here, since it's just short of a kitchenette. It really does offer plenty of storage space, but there isn't anything in it. For a hotel in wine country with a focus on that market, you'd expect a pair of wine glasses and a corkscrew or something. This is definitely a miss. How can there be no corkscrew and wine glasses? Overall, the room feels pretty spacious and modern. We liked the tiled floor in the entry and the bathroom that then transitions to carpet around the bedroom. In room, they provide 2 plastic bottles of water, which are $3, or free for Hilton Honors Elite members. This is a common benefit provided across Hilton properties. There are also 2 fancier local Italian bottles of water, which are $5. It's very odd seeing these side by side with the $3 price tag and the $5 price tag. While we think the tag on the glass bottles is to indicate that AVA is a local hotel, you could easily confuse this for a local bottled water, and they're not. They're imported from Italy. We'd like to see the hotel get their own branded bottles in either recyclable aluminum or glass and ditch these 2 water types. There's an espresso virtual coffee machine which always makes a decent cup of coffee. There is no tea, just coffee. As we mentioned, there's a refrigerator under the counter, although we think the hotel will be replacing these frequently. The cabinet is not very well ventilated, and it was very warm inside the cabinet. The bathroom is a good size, and there is plenty of counter space. It would have been nice to see a double vanity, but for an entry-level room, this is perfectly normal. The bathroom has nice accent lighting, a tiled floor, and a walk-in shower. They're using California-based Lather brand toiletry products. There's a closet just off the entryway, and while there's no door, the 2 sides are obscured a bit. There is room for hanging on either side, 2 small drawers, and a room safe. A steamer is provided, which we always appreciate. There is no iron. Our room faced the west and had some views of the western mountains. There is a nightlight in the room, which could double as a spotlight. We ended up finding a way to cover it up as it was extremely bright. Now let's talk about some of the AVA's amenities. The hotel has a couple of dining venues and a new restaurant slated to open this fall. Pine Street Bistro is integrated into the open lobby and features standard food offerings along with grab-and-go pastries, salads, and sandwiches. This is the breakfast venue and offers a very laid-back and casual breakfast experience. The menu is a little brief but offers a few choices for everyone. Ordering is done at the counter and they deliver the food to your table. The space is large and bright with a variety of seats, but probably a little small for a hotel of this size. We're both Hilton Honors Gold members, so we do get that $15 per day food and beverage credit per person. But like most Hilton properties these days, that doesn't really cover breakfast anymore. We opted to go light with a couple of coffees, a yogurt parfait, and a coconut chia pudding, and it was around $35. We had no idea that the $15 Hilton credit stacked with the property provided $10 credit. Again, this was never explained to us. The prices were pretty reasonable for a hotel, but there are plenty of local places that you can step out to for breakfast nearby, like the Red Scooter Deli a block away. Emre will be their flagship restaurant and will serve Mediterranean-style food. It's slated to open in October 2025. Esperanza serves tequila and mezcal-based cocktails and Baja-style Mexican food. It's located on the second floor next to the pool and features open-air dining and lounge seating accented with fire pits. There is street access, but it's a little easy to walk past. There will be retail on the first floor eventually, but leases haven't been finalized as of our visit. There are plans for a wine tasting room, clothing shops, and such. The hotel does offer self-parking and valet parking. However, self-parking is $20 a night and parking in downtown Paso in front of the hotel is free and unrestricted. These spots outside of the hotel are free. So our recommendation is to look for free street parking. Judging by the empty hotel lot, most other guests did not pay for parking. On the second floor, the hotel has a spacious fitness center with a good mix of cardio equipment and some free weights. There's also an outdoor pool on this level. The pool itself was a bit small, but the surrounding pool area was nice and spacious. Some of the rooms on this floor also feature patios that are adjacent to the pool. So let's go over our highs and lows for this hotel. The room was comfortable. The bedding was excellent. Ask for a room on the top floor. We happened to be below a herd of elephants who like to wake up at 4 a.m. While we didn't hear anything beside our room, we could hear footsteps above us. The nightlight was annoying, and we ended up covering it up. We had some service issues, which mostly came down to training. There's a property fee which includes premium Wi-Fi, 2-hour bike rental, a $10 a day food and beverage credit, and some local taxes. This wasn't explained well at check-in. We ended up being frustrated by the extremely slow speeds of the Wi-Fi and asking after we read more about the fee. There is a promo code for faster internet which they gave out at the front desk. This was not mentioned at check-in and was only provided after we inquired. In fact, the staff seemed confused as to how the Wi-Fi actually worked. Housekeeping came late in the day and was inconsistent. We had to request new coffee pods and a refill of the shower gel. We're all for these large format, reusable toiletry products, but properties must check these in between each guest. This is not the first time we've had this issue recently at a Hilton property. Housekeeping also seemed stretched thin and missed emptying the trash cans and replacing the hand soap during our stay. One other comment, which really isn't a complaint. Nothing in this hotel leads you to believe you're in wine country or Paso for that matter. The rooms are very generic. Some artwork or something to tell you're in wine country would be great. The lobby and public spaces are the same. This hotel could be in Los Angeles or Chicago and would feel exactly the same. Since they named it AVA or AVA, there should be some nod to wine country. Paso's downtown is right outside, which makes walking to wine tasting rooms, shops, and restaurants very easy. And it's easily one of the best features of the hotel. A new hotel is always going to show well, and it'll be interesting to see how some of these finishes wear. With all that said, overall, this was a comfortable, clean, modern hotel. Our score reflects our experience and takes into account some of the growing pains of a new property. Would we stay here again? If the rate was good, yes. If they raised their prices, we would likely consider the very nice boutique Hotel Cheval across the street or another property in Paso. At the time of our stay, we paid just under $300 per night, which is a fair price for the level of this hotel and the location. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep up their latest content, click that subscribe button as well. We'll have a video on things to do in Paso, including some wine, coming up soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.